Hi, everybody. My name is Bob Niels. I am the program chair for Computer Programming Database Management. I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce C Programming to this course, and I want to walk through a few things with you so you can kind of get an idea of what it is you're going to be partaking in as we continue on with this course. Let me pull this up here. Once again, welcome. If you're in this course, obviously you've probably taken C Programming 1. You know all about that. You know how that now works. C Programming 2 builds upon that. We at Cincinnati State divided those two classes separately, that you learn C and then you learn C++. C++, for the most part, is C, object-oriented C. A lot of places teach C and C++ together. We have separated them for a lot of different reasons, and I think a lot of benefits that come from that. As you know, C and C++ has really gone through a resurgence. Probably 20 years ago, not many people were learning C and C++ anymore. Now it's gone through a resurgence due to data science and due to Internet of Things. Those languages are used extensively for both of those ideas. This course was developed going back probably about 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, online by a man named Pat Callahan. He's no longer with the college, but he did a very good job in developing these two courses. I think if you took Programming 1 online, you'd listen to his videos. If you took it live, you may have listened to his videos. He's very exhaustive and he's very inclusive with everything that he teaches in regards to the content. He'll tell you everything. Hopefully you like that and so on. So looking at these courses, sometimes I feel we need to refresh this course and make it a little bit up to date. But what's interesting is that C++ hasn't changed, and how we're teaching it truly hasn't changed. And so it is what it is, and I think what Pat has done is remarkable. So I refrain from really, doing it all over again. It goes back to the old adage, if it's not broke, don't fix it. However, one of the things that I want to talk about is that you may see older content in regards to the software being used, like Visual Studio and Blackboard. If you do, please disregard that. Do not worry about that. That doesn't mean this class is antiquated. It's not at all. It works really well. People have successfully taken this course and done very, very well with it. So when he refers to Visual Studio, you'll need to make sure your instructor gives you the proper ways of getting into Visual Studio and so on. And again, if you came from C Programming 1, it hasn't changed. Meaning how you got into doing your programs in C Programming 1 would be the same as you got into doing your programs in C Programming 2. Okay? And so none of that has changed. So I don't think you need to worry about looking at older versions of Visual Studio or Blackboard, okay? Just when he looks at that stuff or he uses that stuff, just make sure that you're doing it in your current version. The code and how you compile and how you run all this has not changed at all from the versions from 2010 to now. And that's one reason why I'm reluctant to really change things around, okay? So that was one of my main pieces of this video I want to make sure you understand. So again, just dive in and enjoy it, and don't worry so much about some of the content looks a little older. Once again, the code is the same. It has not changed. Getting into your syllabus, each semester, obviously, there's a new syllabus that's posted. Your instructor will be putting that syllabus up for you. I recommend that you read that syllabus, understand that syllabus from beginning to end. I also recommend that you keep the syllabus. As a matter of fact, I recommend you keep all the syllabi, I should say, that you take at Cincinnati State. This way, I would save them all and keep them all. It's good to show employers. It's good to show maybe future educational universities what you have taken and what has actually been accomplished. So please make sure you look at that. Also, please make sure you understand the syllabus in regards to how you're going to be graded and assessed this semester. All right? If you have any questions, please contact your instructor. As an online class, the communications in this class is very important. They'll be part of the discussion board, and your instructor will be the ones that will inform you of how to use the discussion board. But I would hope that you would use the discussion board to do a couple things. Number one, discuss assignments with each other. Once again, your instructor will give you guidelines on how to do that and what you can discuss and what you cannot discuss. But even though it's an online class, please take the opportunity to learn off each other as you go through that, okay? I would hope that your instructor would be one that would promote this engagement and encourage this engagement throughout the course. Assignments. One of the things we want to change about this course a little bit as we move forward is that it's very hard sometimes. It was actually hard in C, and it's very hard in C++, both of them, to grade some of the stuff that you give us. As you know, what you're going to be handing in is either a .C or a .C++ assignment or project. And so one of the things we're going to be looking for is, as you submit your assignments going forward, is to provide a checklist on what the instructor should be looking at. It might ask you questions about, did the program that you're handing in compile? If it didn't compile, what issues did you have? If it did compile, did it run? Did it run to completion based upon the requirements of your assignment? So I don't want you spending hours doing this checklist, just a few minutes to let your instructor know what it is that you just submitted. This way that he or she can help you and actually then be able to look and find things a little bit easier. It's really hard sometimes when you hand in a 1,000-line pieces of code. Maybe it won't be 1,000 lines. You know what I'm talking about. And we got to decipher, and you just kind of throw it to the instructor to take their best guess on if it works or not. And so we're going to ask you to do this checklist. Once again, your instructor will provide directions on what they want in this checklist and how they want that submitted. But I think that will actually help us help you. All right? So once again, welcome to this course. Enjoy it. Have fun. Take on the challenge and so on. It's a challenging course, but it's a fun course. And once you're completed, you'll be a much better programmer due to it. All right? I wish you much luck.